So let's see what's going to happen in this pistol. So Capers and Emin both going P250 with the flash each and a smoke each. So no kit from Pensioners. I don't think we've seen them buy a kit all season.
Nope.
I think it's been all armor. And it's going to be all fighting, by looks of things.
Oh. Hey, let's go. Let's fighting love. They go for it instantly, Ben. The double kill comes through. JKM and Shaney going to pick up two tasty little early openers. And that's a bad sign already for looking for Orc. If there's aggression on display that early on, you know they're going to be fired up. But they've probably been on the deathmatch all day, Ben.
At the very least, the last hour.
Oh, yeah, minimum.
At least.
30 minutes.
15 on aimbots.
Oh, Shaney. Has he been warming up with his pistols, though? Trying to get the snipe down. Jacob in the rear. Sniffing it out. Actually plays it nicely. Just going to hold and wait. This could be juicy. That's the first frag there. Smooth will come back down. And that is the end of looking for Org instantly on the opening pistol round. Pretty clean there from Pensioners.
I think it's a sign of things to come, right? Because you could see the aggression was there, immediately facing Ali, getting those 2 kills, and then just being in very advanced positions. And I'll touch on Shaney a bit. He has been playing all day.
Personal space, Ben. Don't be touching on Shaney.
He's been playing all day. He woke up
been.
at 10:30 this morning to start playing, I believe it was Rank S.
Yes.
And then he started playing, FPL as well. He's ready for it. And this could be the test right here.
Oh.
Auto shotgun to the face.
Oh, the nade as well coming through from Lazza. Nice bit of support, softens them up so Shaney can get his teeth around them. Good little bit of a double damage
a lot
there.
Of money.
Yeah.
Found 2,700 for Shaney, 900 for Lazza because he got an SMG kill and HE. And obviously, think about how many grenades he actually did use for the entire round.
The one HE.
It was a HE, and I don't think he used anything else across the map.
No, and they just went in dry.
So Shaney gets given... Isn't there an... I thought Smooya bought an M4 earlier. But did Shaney buy one as well? Confused.
We did see the full eco from Jake in the previous round. Well, he didn't just buy a gun at least. He just stuck to the USP, I believe.
Okay.
So, hang on. Has Jake actually been dropped that thermos? Because that might be what's happened here.
It could be, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happened.
That Molotov's going to affect it a lot. Oh, no.
That's really awkward.
Oh, that was horrible.
It was like watching someone play Mario that didn't really quite understand the mechanics.
It's like watching my niece play Mario. You should see it. Oh. Smooya gets the kill back thankfully into Carcass, so it is now a 4v4. But look at the utility looking for have available to them. They've got a HE grenade now gone. And ultimately you've got to think they need to get the kills. That setup at Pop Dog's going to be very difficult to get past. If they lose Emin in this process, you can see where the bomb is. It's completely out of play. They need a pick as soon as possible here. And the only way I think would be through Ali, based off the actual default they've gone for. I see a lot of confusion.
Yeah, you can see him actually debating this. Obviously now sending Aussie back to get the bomb. Smooth's still rotating around, bit paranoid because they do have the IV control, so potentially they could have come towards CT. There's not much time left, Ben, and they've only just got the bomb.
B hit. The issue is, if it's B hit, you need someone to watch this behind. The scary part though is I don't think you expect 2.
No.
Right? So Smooya, he'll be moving towards this alley sort of area. He'll probably get the kill on Hype, depending on where Hype looks. Actually, no, they've already known it's B. Shaney's good big.
He said he should be warm today. He's been getting the games in already. Did spawn out the second player as they push their way down towards the site. If he can deny the plant, he could win the round right here, right now. And they're still dilly-dallying about, Ben. They haven't gone for the full commit just yet. He shoots his teammate. The kills do come through, but I don't know what's gone on for Shaney. He's quite paranoid there. He's heard the bomb going down, seen someone storm down ramp and just unloaded the clip into him.
That was more than your average amount of just friendly fire.
No, he just kept shooting. He just kept shooting.
Imagine if he was low.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Wow, okay. But I think that round shows, though, that...
I like the composure from Lazar to actually get the kill, by the way.
Yeah, he carried on like,
yeah.
Don't shoot me.
Yeah. Still 100%
Friendly.
Shot, yeah. Friendly and Cherno, please. Please, dude.
Wow.
I don't have any beans.
So, potentially some confusion on the T side. Aussies ended up buying further into this round. Obviously, Hype did live after the time ran out. So his cash, he kind of has to be in that situation now. But Aussie has 4. So that bad start that I was thinking they might need to try and avoid. Looks like it's already here.
Yep, and you've got the upgrades that come through on Cryptix and Jacob, both of them picking up the Org. Obviously, still in the state of Org mania, so you might as well don it when you get the opportunity.
You got to be worried when the Org M is out.
He's got some more outrageous tricks up his sleeve. they try and make their play. Slowly out. Smooth is waiting. A couple of awkward little misses today for the man that normally decimates on the server. Good use of the Molotov though, block it off towards Pops. They can't instantly push and converge towards him. Yeah, they actually do get tagged from that. Aussie down to 71.
So again, Cryptix, when he died, he saw both guns go down there. They can assume it's just pistols around that as well. Smoke on Pop Dog, that's come out at perfect time. He's trying to boost over the top of it, but you know, you're going to see nothing. There's nobody to see. B should be the end call, but we've already seen Shaney. He dealt with that B approach last round.
And his teammates.
He dealt with everyone, honestly. He high-fived everyone coming into that bomb site.
He was the bouncer. I'll give you that one.
Flash perfect. Oh.
That was really effective. You can see it stunted the push. Shaney now able to get to an effective angle. Yeah, that's a tasty little Shaney spray down.
So nice little 3K, 173 ADR from right now. Very comfortable.
Yeah, 9-0.
Very warm.
Yeah. Could have been 8-0 if he did commit to the kill on Lazar,
Yeah,
but you know,
fair.
these things happen.
To be fair, he could be 8-1 because he might have killed Lazar and then got killed by the player that Lazar killed.
That's true. Lazar saved
Who
him.
knows? Yeah. So the buy is straight back in. There's another open carcass. In the weeks since we saw the bit of potential internal turmoil, he's been performing a lot better. However, it's not a good start when JCam takes him out from stop sign with an AUG.
Dude just got wrecked.
That was a very surprising kill.
That's one of those where I was like, just as we cut away, I was like, oh, okay, he's probably going to kill him.
Yeah.
No. Oh, Smear.
He got that as well.
Hates the easy ones, this guy. Hates the easy ones.
So Cape is a man that's been performing very well recently as well. I was touching on Carcass playing much better. Cape has been doing it all season, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's actually had a really good season of the Prem. I think probably historically it's been one of his best ones because he had kept the 5Ks on the pistol, one nuke. He's been looking pretty good, consistent.
If you add on to that as well, the fact he did mention a few months ago, I'm calling JCam shooting the awful.
Get out of my face.
I can just imagine him saying, no, get that out of my face. Just like as he goes
Don't even want your gun.
But I remember him tweeting saying like, it'll be it's a process, right? Getting used to being able to call as well as then adapting on the server to be able to be involved, right? And he seems to have found a good middle ground so far. So the actual single smoke was sandwich, I think. They're going to be flashed straight through it, but Smoothie is already here. Flash goes through, he's fully blind, but somehow he's alive and gets the kill.
How does he get that kill? He stays alive for so long. Just shoots his way through to take down Emin. JChem overthrown this time by a CZ, proving that it's still stronger than the AWP. But unfortunately, the big pump coming through. He takes him down with the auto shot. He left into a 2 versus 2. Hype has a deagle. He can normally be quite naughty with a weapon. Cape is, AUG in hand. You can never count a man down if he does have an AUG, Ben. It's all up to Lazar. Is it going to be a windy day? Is he going to be able to save this one for the Pensioners and take them to 6-0? Already quite a commanding lead found. As the Molotov, trying to deny the plant with it. Cast it across. Does waste a little bit more time. It's a confidence ball, Ben. He's going straight in. Scoped on the angle. Hype was ready for him.
A round out of nowhere.
That's
what we call that one, typically. But you got to be thinking how much of a one-sided round it might have been if I think it was Emin that came through the smoke against Smear.
I just tapped him like 4 times with the CZ, didn't kill him, and then dies. Could have been much worse.
Ultimately, that round doesn't affect too much into the CT economy. Obviously, now it's a case of if the Pensioners win, it's a good reset.
Shaney going for the push again?
Potentially. Seems to be favouring this.
Yeah, he's been liking the auto shotty.
So let's see in the X-ray. I won't see them do the run boost again. So we have to ruin our dreams by smoking it.
Counter boost though.
See the communication here being pushed through. 3 kill and exit. The smoke spot's fade. Oof. Has fully faded. Jacob down there. Very good Molotov to delay that as well.
Caper's actually taking a bit of damage as well. Small nick, leaving him on 79 towards the B site. They're wasting time at least, as we're just about to hit the minute mark. But they are going to converge onto Shaney, Ben. Emin's walking straight out. Yeah, finds him. It's an easy frag. And
but look where the bomb is, though. So you can see Luz is already down ladder. If he's gone up, the timing on this could be huge.
it just depends if Lazar actually reveals himself.
Looks like he will do,
Yeah,
but
it's
Smooey is also in Pop Dog though as well. He'll hear this rotate, but Luz has been taken out, and they shouldn't expect another player to go in from behind.
Smooth's actually taking it slow as well. Walks his way up.
Should stay alive.
Cryptics. No. Took the firefight, goes down from the Org spam. Capers will win that one.
Wild man.
Well, you know what? I mean, we've seen a lot of Mighty Max rounds. Can we see a Smoothie round? Slide his way into the bomb site.
Oh, I saw him.
Yeah, he isn't going to be scurrying his way away with this one. Goes down to Carcass's AWP. That's a second picked up for LFAug.
Yeah, good start on the round. Obviously, Smoothie gets that pick at Ali, but the timing potentially not being thought of. You know, the smoke was put down a good 10 seconds before you went for that boost. Meaning guaranteed when you're on your way back. It's a narrow choke point anyway. That they were shot at the back and JCam paid the price for it, I guess, in that situation. And having one less man, it means you don't have that quick rotate towards B. Or at least in that instance you didn't. Let's see what Ozzy can do. He's been using Kobak's aim trainer to help with this Fortnite play. Can he do it on CS as well?
Spam going through. If he builds a wall right here, Ben, he could build a ramp up and probably kill him from the elevated angle. Or use a plane and crash it right into him.
Planes are gone now, Jack.
Oh,
I'll have you know.
I'm not up to date with the meta. My bad. Lazar.
They were removed in Season 8.
Surely he can... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Awkward. Awkward.
Oh, Joe.
Oh.
How does he get away with this? He's got the tags off. He's still alive. Oh, yeah, little USP.
Ooh. He actually got the kill there.
What? Okay, and the backstab comes through as well. I mean, it's a 2v2. Cryptics are only armed with a deagle. Again, one of the players that can cause a commotion with it. Now finds himself a Kalashnikov as well. Pushing their way up towards the site. Heavy use of the utility, but it's not actually doing too much damage. Emin left on 9 HP. Smooya from that tag. He's forced to bail and save it. Looking for Org to get another round. Yeah. Yeah, you know. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him.
Yeah, you never know if that deagle shot through the wall. You'll catch him on the way up the ladder.
Ben, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I think Michael Scott said that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Michael Scott, Scranton.
Bender and Mifflin. Yeah, Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
He also said, Counter-Strike is confidence.
He did.
And without confidence, you really lost.
He did.
Obviously, that was season 4 of The Office.
Yeah, way back when.
When he was playing 1.6.
So Ozzy again, up on that blue train, not having luck up there, is he?
No.
Lazar though. Big biceps swinging.
I know, he is decking people. He's been in the gym doing his forearms all day, and he is feeling frisky on the server right now. Jacob as well, putting people to bed all over the place. Carcass left exactly as that, just a carcass laid down on the ground. Emin holding towards Pop. Smoke is there.
Fade.
Oh,
It's got about 5 seconds.
Depends
Actually,
on the
Lazar goes in,
timing.
but whoa, that seemed flash.
not
Awkward from his POV.
yeah, not too much you can really do there.
Thankfully, Smoothie does deal with that situation. Emin, he's been in Pop Dog this whole round. He hasn't had a really chance to get out. Got it all to do. Decent money in his back pocket as well. So I can't be thinking, you know, he won't get much in this.
For the most part, it seems like Pop control's actually been kind of awkward for looking for Org. I mean, they haven't really been able to get out. When they have got in there, they've been trapped. Obviously, the rounds where they've wanted to gain control as well, we saw the 2-player setup that just completely negated them doing anything. They've looked quite timid towards taking it.
Yeah, they seem a bit more heavily orientated towards B, right? Capers seems to be leading that.
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
You know, that happens. He brought, I think it was Emin with him last time, didn't he? And they got Shaney killed. But otherwise, they seem to be going... I think the main issue is going towards Ali. Because it feels like on a T default, it just doesn't feel great unless you've got like 3 players there and you're doing a set routine.
Well, it's also, we've seen pretty much the same play from them to try and gain Ivy control each time, whereas Smooth and Jacob have been switching it up a bit, so they've been able to counter it pretty effectively.
This double nade should be huge. Oh, that first one's missed entirely.
Yeah, the first one missed, and obviously the second one goes way further back, so Luz doesn't actually take much damage from it at all.
All things considered, it's decent damage, I guess, from your HEs. It's just, it could have been something more, right?
Yeah. That could have been like a 10 HP Luzzer if you both committed to the close nade. Or, well, at least if the close nade was actually on him.
So let's see if this former Rasta XD duo in Shaney and J can deal with the tyrants at the B-bomb site.
Oh, of course. If they can roll back the years. Hit them with that trash talk on the push. And smack them down with their words, Ben. Jacob, waiting for the onslaught, sees the feet.
Easy.
He's not a big fan of feet. Rips them toes clean off. Going to leave him with just flip-flops at this point. Emin from the elevated angle done for as well, as Shaney will strike against him. And Cryptics with the final kill as Carcass is eliminated. 7-3 now on the first half here. Obviously, the first map, it's a best of 3. to decide which one of these two teams is going to our live finals. And Pensioners look like they really want to secure those 5 tickets, Ben.
Yeah, and as you can see on the mini-map, you can see it is looking for Aug's pick. Like that.
Yeah, they picked CT spawn. Unfortunately, they got shafted. They're on T-spawn.
They got the wrong side.
Yeah, they messed it up a bit.
That grenade is 91 to Carcass. 91 damage. Same strat as earlier.
Yeah.
This time Laz is here to deal with the monster. Not so much though.
Wasn't ready for that. Didn't realise he was running out of ammo so quickly. Luckily enough, the clean-up crew is there. And they will make quick work of the visceral detail that was left all over the site.
Never played that game.
No, no. It looked like it'd be one of those that, I don't know, it might be fun for like 5-10 minutes, and then you just be like, what's the point?
Why are we cleaning somewhere?
Yeah.
Why are we spending time cleaning in a video game?
Yeah.
Right?
Ben, the bucket's all bloody. Can you get me a new bucket?
No, just dip it in the water, mate.
Oh.
Oh, the water's bloody.
Oh. Now my mop's covered in chunks.
Oh.
So there's a big chungus on my mop.
3 men towards B, so they recognised finally Shaney. There was a lot of pressure towards B to start with. One-way smoke being used for Smooya. This could be a diabolical setup to walk into. As soon as Smooya gets contact, you've got a swing from Shaney. You've got Leza there as well. Leza's actually going to peek it. Oh my word.
It could have been so beautiful.
You got a double tag, then the bomb. But the smoke somehow puts that out.
Okay, Smooya backing off as well with a P250, showing that he can still do damage. Yeah, his entire team has been taken down at this point. It's left in the 1 versus 3. Expects to push from the rear, but didn't counter the nade. Obviously, he could have put his arm behind his back, grabbed that one. Strike back him. Yeah, that's an old tactic, that one.
I did like that patch.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I think the crazy bit was that 3 days where they let you do it at smokes as well.
Where you could grab a smoke.
You had to press either as you did it.
Yeah.
It was quite a high skill cap sort of thing.
Yeah, back in the beta, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won't find any of that documented anywhere.
No.
Apart from on cadre.org.
So pop controls you mentioned has been a difficult point for looking for Org. So the grenade just slightly going too far.
Well, the thing is, they've got the back nade for the 2-player setup, right?
Yeah.
But Laz has played that close angle every time.
Yeah.
That's the only consistent thing they've seen.
That
Oh, there we go, that's better.
So you got the correct lineup on it. So B seems to be the point again, though. They keep going towards it. There's no quick rotate right now either. That Molotov shoves Buzz off the angle, but they can't drop into pop. The Molly's in the way. Shaney needs to get his grenades out here and call for backup. Thankfully, JKM is going to arrive.
Shaney's been having some pretty tantalising poppers towards that B site of his flashbangs to at least delay the push when it comes to crunch time.
Another Molly Ladon.
That one's got a bit of spread on it as well.
Good move by Laz to actually just use smoke there. 45 seconds. Look at Smooya as well. He's cleared all of Alley. He didn't bother with teammate. There's no point at this rate. Because the setup they've got 2B, you've got 2 quick rotate, 1 coming behind as well. This could be crazy good. And JCam, he's had success in this position already. Only the 1 kill and damage though.
Oh, they didn't realise how exposed their feet were. JKM gets the first free kill. It's now just Capers and Carcass left. Carcass, if you can get another shot off like that, this could very easily be a winnable round for them. Smooya is slowly approaching. He's got his P250 drawn, and he's trying to take it slow. Haraim's on the site now. Both of them are pushed so far back, but Capers, a rapid flick around, breaks his wrist and the neck of Smooya and leaves it all on Lazza to cook us something tasty into this one, Ben. Cast out the Molotov to try and warm things up. Carcass left on just 46 as Lazza is ascending towards the site. Time's ticking away, panics with the spam, gets detected and goes down. Pays the price there.
Really unfortunate for Lazza that Molotov he threw. It's like the first second or so when you saw the Molotov,
little tap.
there's a lot of noise.
Oh,
so you can't hear the actual damage ticks. And Carcass did take damage from it. A really awkward round. All things considered, though, you got the thing in. JCam gets 1 damage as well. Shaney gets 2 and damage. So the B players have done perfect.
Yeah.
But the rotate players, that first kill that I believe it was Carcass got from Z. Really nice shot to find out. Ooh! Hype. It's back.
Hype is back.
Hype's gone.
Alright, see you, Hype, unfortunately. 2 big kills coming through, though. The response from the CTs is pretty effective. However, those numbers are quickly even up to now further. This Carcass, the Lithuanian lunatic newcomer, trying to take the title away from Hype, will be able to pick himself up a tasty 2-piece. Cryptics, only armed with a CZ. And Lazza restricted to just the MP9. They're close by. That's a big headshot coming through as well. Nice aim there from Lazza to open it up, Ben. A minute on the clock. The bomb is down.
Did you see the shadow?
Oof. Hang on.
Didn't.
Cryptics, though. He knows about this, Ben. He knew there was trouble afoot. The composure as well. The 2-tap comes through. How has it got to this position? It's now just a 1v2 for Aussie.
Very experienced player to have in this situation, though. He typically... He sometimes carried that Vex lineup on some maps. You remember Cobblestone about...
Oh, yeah.
What was it, 2 years ago at this stage?
Yeah,
was it a year and a half ago at this stage? He absolutely carried them completely. CTs, though, very experienced in themselves. They pair up fully. Aussie goes for a fake plant.
Okay.
But actually just runs towards B. So they will hear this. Lazza should be hearing this in towards B, but I guess volume 0.1.
Yeah. Clearly not playing on, you know, volume 0.7, Windows Sound 30.
Yeah, because funnily enough, Lazza did ask me about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Aussie's in a really good position here to get the kill, though. It depends where he's facing or when he does face, right?
Okay. Aussie. Yeah, clearly getting the footsteps. Here's the herds of pensioner elephants, the OAPs, pushing their way in towards the site, but the wheelchair is gone. Cryptics has been buckled and left on the roadside. It's all up to Lazza to save it. Time's ticking away. No kit and no real chance, Ben. Slaughtered by Aussie. He clutched a lot of rounds in his Vex days. Calmer man now, obviously with the Fortnite, you know, not as vexed, but still a clutcher.
Still capable of delivering in the big rounds. Pensioners at one point they were leading, what was it, 8-3? Now 8-6, facing, you know, a very close half on the CT side, which has stereotypically in the last few months been, every map's been basically CT sided. Oh yeah.
Like obviously with the changes with the org, especially for this roster, in this exact matchup as well, you'd say it's even like a higher tier of CT sided potentially, because, I mean, what? You've got these outrageous AWPers, you've got these players that are very effective at just literally holding an angle and sitting there, but I mean, to be fair, it's not even the players that are holding the angles. It's kind of been the rotators that have been letting them down for the most part we've seen on the site retakes. It's been a little bit too slow from them.
It's the number of rounds that we've seen where they should be winning.
Yeah.
Right? It's those where if they probably play out again, they probably do take the win.
There's like 1vx clutch rounds.
Yeah, as well as like 2v, you know, 2s and stuff, where if you just waited, you know, 5 more seconds, the other player gets the kill, changes everything. But the CTs, they've been trying to make some sort of information plays across the map. They're actually gambling more on a B stack here. But I think Hype will probably get the info outside. They'll end up going outside. Smooth trusting himself, just saying, you guys just stack in her. If Shaney gets this kill, it changes everything, but Capus gets the kill. And usually it's him on his own. But that smoke landing lower changes everything. It's real bad news.
Ooh. Smooth. Ooh, on top of the train. Kills Carcass very easily. Aussie with the double trade back though. Ooh, the mouse did spaz out a little bit there, but he's been able to recover it. Flash coming through. Smooth charges back in towards the site. Has the CZ primed and ready. They're going to flash over his head. Actually turns into it. In reality, I mean, they should be able to take him down fairly easily, but he's causing a bit of commotion in the ocean, Ben. Doesn't amount for too much, though. It's an 8-7 half at the end there. All things considered, that's pretty darn good from looking for Org to bring it back to that point.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the battle of attrition was won by looking for Org right there, right?
Yeah.
How many rounds did we actually see a full by the pensioner side? It was mostly situations where they had, you know, some Orgs here and there, but lacking grenade-wise. Some rounds where it was, you know, one gun brought in. But ultimately, you've got to be thinking that it was those rounds where we saw them get in a position where the rotate's correct, they know where they're going, but they just don't, you know, capitalize on that mid-round to late round sort of area. Which is where they were succeeding in the first 10 or so rounds. There was a lot of rounds where, you know, for example, when Shaney nearly destroyed Lazza.
Yeah.
Like that was another case of the player behind has got there. But apparently disappeared or faded away as the half went on.
Yeah. Almost as I mean, it was just the confidence we saw coming out from them initially that was really giving them the edge. That kind of got dialed back ever so slightly, maybe realizing that there is a bit of a fight here against looking for Org. It isn't just going to be easy pickings the whole way through the game. Back into it, though, with the second pistol round. So going for that heavy aggression towards Ivy. Ooh, I tried to block it.
Yeah. Whether that has much of an impact, I'm not sure. Maybe the 3 health that he's lost might be crazier. Because a Glock headshot from distance might do enough to kill him.
That is actually, yeah, that could be a factor.
It could be quite close. Quite a long shot though, but we'll see. Lazar does get taken down as well in the process. 3v5, pushing into the site. Should be a 3v3, but Smoothie can't land the shot.
No, this is just a struggle fiesta here from the Pensioners. At least it comes down to a 1v2. However, the man that's left is the Rock. Can he hit him with a people's elbow, Ben? Knock them both out the server in the 1v2. Tagged again on the cross-by. Still deciding how he wants to actually approach this one. Getting small glimpses of the CTs. They're keeping themselves spread apart. Didn't want to group up together and give them a chance to win the round. Wide face from Emin, and that will seal the deal. 8-8. So any advantage the Pensioners had is now gone. And this actually gives LFAug an opportunity to further that lead as well.
Yeah, I can't imagine this force by from Pensioners either. It feels like the kind of team that would hit you with a third round fast outside with AKs. Relatively dry as well, like no grenades for the most part. So how much money will be made at B for Capers? So he does the smoke, flash. HE will do a lot.
Ooh.
So he's used an entire grenade set. So ultimately as a T-side you're thinking we've made him spend $1,400 right there.
But they're just committing the... Oh, they all wanted to die in the Molotov, yeah.
Molotov.
They all wanted to just kill themselves in the Molotov at that point.
I respect that.
It makes sense. Unfortunately, they did it a little bit late, and obviously you're so exposed from that angle. We only saw one guy actually die to the Molotovs.
Yeah, I got to respect it though.
I mean, it makes sense as a play.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, that or you give them kills on SMGs and gives them tons of money, or you just burn in the Molotov.
So JCam has dropped an AWP across to Smoothie and got himself an AK in return when he hit the line.
So, yeah, that's kind of what we saw obviously in the first half with the FAMAS.
Quite a rough one.
But that's...
Good damage to both.
Good use of the fire. Pensioners, yeah, they could do with maybe investing into a hand extinguisher, a little fire extinguisher.
Kenwin now playing Dota 2.
Ah, good to see Jacob. He has missed. He has missed. Here in spirit, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, maining Lion and supporting on the server. He's just got Ags, I believe.
Wow.
I know.
His death finger's going to do a lot.
It will do an awful lot of damage.
So this flash should be incredible hype, but it feels like the flash didn't even go in, if I'm honest. I don't think the flash actually reached. Because that was way too free of a kill. Emin's got another very advanced position now.
Ooh.
No trade possible. There's a lot of individual plays being made across the board from the CTs. 45 seconds left. Caper's still on MP9 on his own at B right now. Ozzy will be quick on the rotate if there is a play to his owner. So Jacob's dedicated himself to the lurk cover, I think. He's thrown a smoke towards Z, but ran straight away. So that does land, but I'm not sure what it's done for the play they've got in mind right here.
Ooh. Okay, Carcass. Oh no! Ben, Ozzy on the rotation around, gets 2 frags, wanted to go for the further aggressive push and completely dismantle them. However, JChem responds nicely. The tap could have been there with the AK as well. There was almost room for the follow-up frag onto Emin. He's backhanded. His AK will be scavenged by Emin as well. They're looking for all get themselves a 10th round. That's the prime example of the rotation cut-off that we were kind of hoping we would see. And there were so many rounds where that nearly did go down, but they were just slightly too slow nearly every time for the Pensioners. Ozzy, though, not messing about, Ben.
Yeah, very awkward round, all things considered. I mean, we got to that last 45 seconds or so. And Pensioners hadn't really got anything other than that 1-for-1 in teammate. And you could just see there wasn't really much they could go back to. So, like, should we just go B? And they ran the whole way to B. And you can see that quick rotate was in effect. The smoke landing at Z kind of gave it away as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a questionable one. But we've got a nice fashion, old-fashioned GLG deco in effect right here. Look at that. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Serious, me, yeah?
I think he took 1 bullet before he died.
Yeah.
Because I did hear the AUG shoot.
He's been blown right out of the server. Trying to actually trap Luzzer in place as well. The Molotov spread, so he's just got to sit there. They've got a good read.
The fire, don't he?
Yeah.
Kitchen.
That's true. Obviously cooking up some tasty treats. Not only on the server,
Yeah.
but also in the kitchen. Some say he wears that chef's hat whilst he plays. Plus 10 reaction speed.
I've heard the same. Like, it was kind of weird at LAN, because like there was this shadow from the hat.
Yeah.
So, has Cape is lagged out? Yeah, he's lagged out. That scope is blurry. So Ozzy's trying to cover for him.
Oh, no.
He's already dropped the server, isn't he?
Yeah, he's completely gone. They didn't actually push and spot him either. So he's still just stuck there, frozen in time.
He has been spotted. Shaney gets the kill.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, Shaney again.
Eagle dominance coming out from him. Hype trying to advance, but quickly put to bed. The GLG Deco is looking absolutely glorious. And it is all down to Emin in a 1v2 bend. 2 flashes, the AK in hand. He's got a kit, but he doesn't have time. And that is going to be the factor that seals his fate, as there should be another round picked up for the Pensioners, finally putting them back into effect. He will get the kill on the way out, but it won't really matter too much. Can he save the AWP? Yeah.
So you can see Capers there. You can still see him in the background.
Yeah.
When that player crouched, Jake, if you go in third person, right, you can see his gun's invisible on Caper. Ah, he's gone. His gun was invisible, which is usually a sign that they either tapped out or they're timed out.
Yeah.
Which is a classic. But that's a really unfortunate round, though, because obviously it was a 4v5.
He had the angle and lock as well, potentially.
Yeah, so if we were to refer to any sort of rulebook situation in regards to when a player drops out of the server anyway, it's usually based off of time elapsed, damage done, or a kill.
Yeah.
There'd already been a kill, obviously, and it was in their favour too.
Yes, obviously the first contact with Smooyo, they got the frag off with the nade, so not really much you can do.
So ultimately, you know, if you are to refer to the playbook or the book itself, you just look and think a kill had happened. There's also been, you know, a good minute or so as well. Damage had been done. All the things were ticked. So there's no way that anything can be rectified from that. It's just an unfortunate situation, really, because poor timing on whatever it was, I guess, PC or internet, whatever.
Yeah, obviously sometimes when my mum uses the
iron,
it shorts out the whole power of the entire place, and everything goes off.
It all goes.
So maybe Capers was doing a spot of ironing.
Mother Capers.
Yeah. Mama K. Momkiz.
Yeah, maybe.
Monka S.
That's it. He was like Monka S.
Yeah.
On his screen, he's just halfway about to cover it, and he just goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all gone off. Power's gone down. However, his clothes will be freshly ironed. Literally, Sun's crying.
Literally, Sun is crying because iron taken down power.
Not ideal. Not ideal. 10-9 though.
Didn't know we were playing Mirage.
Oh, there you go. Well, you know, Ben, that's the thing about Mirages.
It does fool you sometimes, doesn't it?
It can ruse you. It can ruse you. It looks like he might be back in the server there. Obviously, 5 men in CT spawn.
He's got a good spawn for B upper, doesn't he?
I mean,
compared to where he was.
Yeah, if he, you know what I mean, if he grabs
but
that
AWP is very far away.
He might have to detour for that.
Somebody might need to give them, you know, because there's 2 AWPs in play, isn't there? We can see it on this closest CT on the left-hand side.
This is a nice little zoom in for the AWP pickup. Let's see if he can.
It's like, imagine having the countdown.
Oh, he got it. Oh, he's not going for it then.
Didn't look at anybody who's going B then.
No. Everyone ran away. Oh, he is going for it.
So the buy is pretty weak, all things considered. I mean, the guns are there, firepower's there, utility not so much. And here's more of a, you know, this is more what I thought T-side should be doing. If you're going for an alley default, you send 3 players towards it and try and fully do a set thing together. So Smoothie covers the right hand side, the others 2 walk up. Hype could be very surprised about this pop flash coming right behind him, but he's not looking towards it until, unfortunately, the last second.
Oh, didn't matter though, and it looked like he was actually in position to really keep them at bay. However, the AK from Cryptic's far too effective, cuts his way through them. But they're backtracking Ben. The bomb's going the whole way around, back through Ivy with the bodyguard. And now Smoothie's escaping as well.
So they're managing to get, obviously they get the kill for free. They then get so much utility out of them as well. They should be expecting some sort of aggressive play from one of these CT players, because the CT kind of need to make one. So the single smoke being used outside, some flashes coming over, Ozzy gets contact, he actually gets the kill. Ooh. Lovely trade from Shaney. And so they've chosen to do a Z smoke. Yeah,
they've cast out. Obviously 2 smokes from the T side there. We saw the 1 smoke dropped in which is now effectively blocked off every angle. Put them into a position to potentially shut this round down. Carcass, no armor, just the glass cannon. His brother in arms and Capers is gone. Carcass missing the opening shot as well. Now just down to 60 HP, Ben. Not in a great spot. And is going to try and get out of there. Wants to hold on to the AWP though, but they're hunting him. Like hyenas, chasing him down. It's like that scene in The Lion King, Ben.
In the elephant graveyard.
Oh no. Oof. Slightly better. Everything that the sun touches is not yours, because you're dead.
So you fallen bait to my Disney trivia right there. So you thought elephant graveyard is the correct scene, but that's actually the scene where Simba does his pretend roar, and they mock him, right? The scene you were thinking of was one straight after the Stampede, where they go into the Nestles and then into the Thorns, and they say, "You hear that?
Yeah.
Never come back."
Wow, you've owned me.
Yeah.
I can't believe you do this.
You've activated my trap cards.
I was actually rusing you the entire time.
They call me Scar in some places.
I knew you'd agree to my elephant graveyard meme, when in reality it was the thistles the entire time. And now you look like a fool.
On national television.
On Disney XD, Ben. On Disney XD. God, look what we've done.
Look what you made me do.
£90 million brand deal, that one was. £90 million from Disney, gone.
They do love a taser buyer on the LFAug team, don't they?
Specifically Hype and Capers.
Yeah.
The boys. They seem like a bit of a duo. The mad lads of the team, I'd imagine. Hype told Capers to open the oven, so he did. Mad lads.
Mad lads. And that's the story.
I can't believe he did it.
Yeah, I can't help myself or even let myself buy a taser, knowing there's no kill reward value.
But there's the kill reward, Ben. Look how close you are to that gun.
Yeah. But it's like, how often do you get the gun?
Yeah.
Right? How often does it actually kill them even?
Yeah.
Because sometimes at the range, it doesn't kill them. It does like 60 damage.
Yeah.
For no reason whatsoever.
The little fawns don't dig in. That's how tasers work. Yeah. Should we get a taser for Prem Finals at the Exhibition Centre in Manchester? And you could tase me on stage. And we could see how much damage it does. And from what
with
distance.
Kevlar and without.
Yeah.
With head armor too, and without.
Yeah, I'll put the body armor
for all
on.
test purposes. So if you 100% health right now?
Probably about 75.
Well, it's not a fair test.
No, no, it's not ideal.
This could be huge from Capers.
Oof. Oh, yes.
So the 1 kill's found delays the plan, but Jacob's got a lurk kill to delay further intruders. And he even gets another one.
Hype. Agile as ever, bounding around, finds a follow-up frag onto Luzzer as JChem will also expire. Shaney casts the Molotov across, does force Hype's hand, he pushes out towards the site. Smooth actually wins that firefight with the AWP as well, and it's all up to Capers, the main man killer. Oh, can he ascend in this 1v2? Trying to go up the ladder at the toy with him for the most part, getting the shots off with the M4, but no, Smooth will find the headshot. Prove he's still a cut above the rest. Puts him down 21-11 right now. Shaney as well, 21-12. However, he has 3 assists in his back pocket.
Wow.
Not bad. Good game from Shaney.
Yeah, it's been a solid one. He was, what, 9-0 at one point as well?
Yeah.
If you consider that.
Obviously, been streaming a lot of the FPL recently.
And Rankcast too. He's been doing, because it's the daily rewards now.
Ah, yes. The daily Intel Cup.
Play Safeguard AFC.
Yeah.
Etc. Anymore?
Only these sponsors are available, of course. Oh, they're not going to clear it. Oh, they do. Ooh. Cryptics wanted to leave that to the last minute, just in case.
Yeah. It was very, very late. So the plan is to go backtracks, and the only player in their way is Capers, who has no armor, unfortunately. We'll get the flash off, but gets absolutely no one, because they've all heard that. And Luz has got the SG out.
Krieg. All right, Krieg Cam it is.
Why has he done this?
I'm not sure. My player for watch to this round is Luz with the Krieg.
Yeah.
Can he kill him, Ben?
Probably not.
No, you can break some glass though.
With his fists.
Yeah, obviously. Don't break glass, kids.
Here at Disney XD.
Yeah, we don't approve. Do not try this at home. Oh, Luzzer. Here we go. Krieg time, no.
Not the area of expertise for the SG right there, close range.
No, not really the way you want to be using the gun.
Jeez.
Emin asking Ozzy to look at this. Look what I found.
Actually a spam. Huh. That's been the other day. It's like when he got the kill into pop from there, if you remember.
Yeah.
You remember?
I remember. Ozzy remembers.
Ozzy live.
13 to 10. So save that Krieg at the very least. So obviously that comes through into this round. Cash is pretty darn good, so they can reinvest into it. Hype and Carcass. Oh, yes. Okay.
It felt like it was coming. So Hype's been playing Ivy, Carcass more of a Z, Cape is blown towards B typically. So if that gets found out that there's triple AWP in play, I was going to say they might hit them with something quick, but actually doing it anyway without finding out about the triple AWP.
They've already gone for the fast burst. It really hasn't worked out in this one. Look how much damage they're taking. Lazza showing that he can utilize the Krieg, gets the kill, switches out to the AWP. 4 scopes in the server right now. Well, 5 if you include Ozzy's Krieg once more.
I was going to say, if you spot Ozzy at any point there, Lazza should be able to deal with him. So he gets the kill. Smooya can't see that player on bomb site though, and there's also a player moving close in from Carcass.
Lazza, 2 HP. Oh no, Carcass misses the no-scope, but follows it up with the USP kill anyway. Smooya. And a 1 versus 3. Surely this isn't a round that he can actually win. No, it will not be.
And the third op is going to be picked up?
No.
Okay. So they decide to avoid that again, apparently. Kind of makes you wonder why they decided to get it in the first place in that case.
I don't know, maybe the call was obviously because they've been playing a bit slower, and now they've gone for something fast. They've gone, nah, maybe not.
But at the same time, you have won that round.
Yeah, you did win. And it was actually pretty commanding.
Yeah.
Until Lazza got the AWP off, there wasn't much that was happening.
It was still a 1v3 at the end. So that's all things considered on CT side. I'd gladly take 3 alive most rounds.
Yeah.
So the 3 towards Ali is the same play again, but this time Hype is spotting it. And there's more shenanigans being done with these run boosts.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so that does get executed probably, but I did see him jump up a few times and then fall off.
Yeah. They had to get a little step ladder out for him.
So Hype's already used his smoke. He did spot them when he shoulder peeked just then as well. Or maybe he didn't. I think he should have spotted Smooya, but he obviously has no idea about these players that were close. So Hype playing the same position. That grenade has done so much, and they've lined perfectly up for him.
That was very nice. Beautiful way there to actually hold Ivy. And he gets more. Smooya misses the kill over the top of the smoke. It should have been a 3B, but in reality, Hype's just popping off. The original Lithuanian lunatic, Ben. Showing that he is back in action.
Very awkward situation, because as soon as you smoke that right inside, you should know you're with from green train, which is why you very rarely will go challenge that angle with backtracks at that side of the wall. Just because there's no point. You might as well cross close wall and then try and get around. Try and avoid any chance where that guy can get clear vision. But instead, you know, with 13 to 12 now, it's a weird buy. Oh! Through the corner of the wall as well, with a scout.
He's given it.
That's a kill out of nowhere, and it potentially makes it winnable.
Okay. Here's one for you. Are we actually going to see the push from Carcass the whole way by?
Looks like it. He shouldn't really check close, right?
No.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I was wondering if Shaney was going to let him pass even further.
Yeah.
For a second. And they're going to do the same thing again towards Ali. They're going to double peek it most likely. Shaney's holding the angle. He sees 2, but he gets 1 anyway. But Capers finds a kill on the other side, so it's still possible here.
Capers could have been the lineup as well, Ben. And dashes out the Molotov. Is able to recoil into a position where this is actually winnable now from the state they're left in. Ozzy has an AK, 2 flashes and a kit. Capers, still a vast collection of grenades. Shaney, with that AWP though that he scavenged and all the damage he's done, furthers that as he adds another kill to his tally. Bringing himself up to a hat-trick.
I've noticed Capers, every time he plays towards B, he usually rotates backtracks pretty much every time with AWP. He very rarely goes through Z. It's a very hard choke point to get out of, I understand why. But it's something that people might have noticed in tendencies, that he does always rotate this way. And if he doesn't get an opening kill, chances are you just guarantee, I'm going to save them. Because that's usually what happens in Z anyway. A smoke's there, it fades, you're stuck in Z on that right-hand side.
There's nothing you can do.
And you usually get killed or something, or flash pushed. So he'll keep that up in, but the bye next round, they're going to have perfectly good cash across the board pretty much. The only player that could need to drop his M in, Capers can do that cross. Pensioners win another round where they have, you know, less than what's like 6,000, 7,000 value like invested. Another round gifted to them in some senses.
Yeah.
But I suppose ultimately started by Smear getting that opening kill with the scout through the corner of the wall.
It's not really repeatable, but
No.
considering they're now at 14 rounds,
Yeah.
it's definitely one that you would like to get under your belt.
As well as that, obviously, Shane had that 3k too. Obviously, Carcass made the play into him, but then the AWP shots that were needed to land, like the simple ones, the ones that you need everybody to be able to land if you want them on your team, he gets them.
That's the awkward part, though, because I could see it happening. As soon as Carcass got there, I was just like, right, no one's pushed him. He's just going to walk scoped the whole way.
Fast B is the thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a good start, taking those smooth. But they're coming straight off upper, and that's just as Hype arrives too.
Oh, no one's spotting towards it as well. Capers goes for the wide swing. The Molotov has still been quite effective. It is counted out by one of their own. Lazar gets tagged up. Smoke rolling into action. Trying to say hello. Capers. Still more frags being collected. Doing a good impression of a Grim Reaper right now, as he is harvesting these souls, Ben. Looking for more and more, but his teammates are doing the damage for him at this point, and it all comes down to JKM. Trapped up top. Shrouded behind a smoke.
He's missed them all.
Capers is on the bomb. Oh no. The push from Emin will be the final nail in the coffin there. What a blunder, Ben.
Awkward one. But Capers, I mean, he's done very well on B there.
Yeah.
Right? He got that opening kill on Smuya. Fantastic opening peg. He then stays alive long enough to get the information. The Molotov down as well. And from there, he was just being a nuisance, really. Like, it's all at that B bomb site. If you're able to maneuver around those trains correctly, it's really difficult as a T to, you know, actively get that kill on the player. Because you're unsure if you're going to get peeked from the Z, backtracks, anything like that. You're just kind of on alert the whole time. So Smoo and Carcass, Smoo's had his number pretty much all game, to be honest. It doesn't seem like Carcass has won many of these opening duels.
It's been the speed, which is kind of the sad fact, right? Is it feels like out of everyone, Carcass has been very slow off the draw in a lot of these fights. Hype as well. Trying to go full aggro there with the M4. Overthrows Smuya. Ozzy with a double kill as everyone lines up and sets themselves up for him. He's brought back into a 2-on-2. Hype sitting on the close angle, spots out one. Cape is able to defend him as well. Good play from the bodyguard. It's 14-14, Ben. You get the round 29 and both teams are completely tied up.
Completely tied up. The CZs have decent money as well. Pensioners, you can see they're not going to be going in for the win. Or they're going to be playing for that overtime scenario rather than the actual win in regulation. The thing is, though, I believe this would be their third round loss in a row. So 2,400. The players will not have good cash still. I feel like this is a sort of situation where you should have probably forced into it fully the first time and then forced again if you need to. But I guess the plan is to challenge Capers up towards B. He drops off at the time. When I thought they were going to make the push, you can see them already gathered. As soon as smoke fades, it'll be a jump down. JKM has a smoke as well. Although that kill changes things though. Capers a bit more concerned. He's going to peek before the smoke even blew. JKM didn't even throw the smoke. So the smoke's actually there to give them more info towards this green frame, towards red as well.
Oh, this is awkward though. They're being able to push up so close with these pistols, put them to a position where they're actually effective. And the Tech 9 from Lazar is the weapon that might just secure them. Not even the overtime, but potentially the win here if they could keep this going into the next round. Because this is going to be a horrible breaker. We're looking for ore. Capers trapped in a 1v2. A bit paranoid about their location. Lazar, the Tech 9 technician, wants to try and get one more. Oh, no. Oh, the battle, the knives. Oh, he switched out the P250. It is going to be a 15-14 scoreline now. And the way you lose it as well. Lazar pushes up so close. There was nothing to hold him at bay. The Tech 9 kill. He's instantly got another one out.
The thing is, if you consider this T-half from Pensioners, they've won now 3 rounds where they've had like, less than 12,000 value. 3 rounds that they shouldn't really be winning.
Yeah.
Yet we're now in a situation where Pensioners, they can take the first map in regulation But Hype answers back immediately with that kill onto Smooya. So it's a 4v4. Emin making the play towards B. Shut down completely by Shaney. But they should know that's not your regular B player. Capers should still be around.
Ooh, it could have been awkward. Luckily recovered there. You know what, at this point, Ben, it's really anyone's round and anyone's game, potentially. Overtime could be on the cards, or the first map for the Pensioners could be coming up. Hype burnt off the bomb train. They're getting close. Jacob will overthrow him. The trades come back through, but all of a sudden it's left on one man, the IGL, the brains of the operation for looking for all. Capers.
He gets smoked out as well. Bomb just goes down. He's heard Leza retreat. There's a slight gap on this. So he knows where Leza is, 100%. However, there's no kit anywhere, I think. So he's got very limited time to go in for this 1v2. Leza holding the angle, the tag as well. There's going to be a lot more confidence from the T's now, I think. Leza probably going to play a bit more aggressive. You can tell, he's hunting.
Yeah, they're going to know he's low. Time basically over and done with as well. Capers realizing the position that he's left in, tries to tap the bomb, but there is no time. Spamming off shots. Cryptic's just watching him, toying with his food, before the Pensioners will eventually claim that one. 16-14. That is a upsetting way to lose that first map in a best of 3, really, considering the position they actually brought it back to. And the round prior as well, Leza with the Tech 9 just causing chaos. Not really how you would have expected it to go at that point.
It just reminds me of the Neds game on Cash, if you remember, right? It was 13-13, and it was a B play. Hype and Capers were there, and they just couldn't hold it on the round they needed to, right? They seem to have done the same thing this week, well, you know, in that map of the Raiders as well. And the worrying thing is that things haven't seemed to change. They can't seem to play correctly or find the correct ways to play against low buys like that. They don't seem to be ready for them to be jumping at them, ready for people to be peeking, like, you know, shoulder peeking, like eagle angles and stuff like that. They just can't seem to find a way to do it, and that's going to come back to bite them again, I imagine, next map as well. That was their pick. Yeah,
that's one of those when it really gets to the point where it's just like, right, like everything was set up for you to win that one, really. You know, you've done all the hard work, you got to a position where it's you versus a really low investment from the other team. Literally just getting sprinted out by Tech 9s, you couldn't hit the initial shots. It was a different style of play as well, completely going into that round. Obviously playing much further back. Capers not really being able to hit much.
Yeah.
The one round where he needed to be able to deal some damage, and it just didn't come through. But Pensioners picking up the opening map then bodes well. I mean, we're going into overpass. I mean, you'd probably agree this is looking like good shape up as a 2-0 now.
It does feel like it should be. I mean, obviously the big part is this was not their pick. They might have felt comfortable as if it was their own pick, but ultimately overpass should be theirs.
Overpass, our second map will be up after the break. For the meantime, enjoy the highlights. We're back in with Overpass.